The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Let's have some fun. Not been here before? Tablet and pen time. Every one of you needed one of those anyway. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. You might want to listen just a little bit to what I have to say today. Why? You didn't get to million to billion like I did. I'll show you how I did it. I'll even do it for you too. I got no excuses, but now neither do you. As we play the game, and I call it a game, always have. So I'm the godfather of credit. They gave me that nickname when I was on KNX radio. Been advertising there about 38 years, it's 48 years now. This is live, so we get to play. So let's understand, there's no pictures, no recording, because I need you to put information here. Problem is, most of you didn't learn to play, and you brought the pain home. Kind of sad too. Now here's goodies. I like goodies. You like goodies? See, I like $1 million yachts. I like $5 million mansions and more. But you know what? It wasn't so easy for me. I had to learn to play the game. And you know what the biggest problem is, you? You didn't bring the pain home. You brought it basically for your whole family. So let's play. Now, rags to riches, simple. I got a couple of problems. Number one, I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the rich and famous Hope family. Well, she used and abused me too. So I'm going to show you a little journey to how I got to million to billion. And I want to do the same thing for you. Is that okay? Now understand, your journey begins today with me. And you can learn to play if you want to. Now you're going to have to look behind the curtain. Your problem is you listen to your friends and family about your personal credit. And unfortunately, you kind of took 2 or 3 years to figure it out, and you're still doing it wrong anyway. So let's play. Now I want you to understand something. I'd like you to get out your personal credit cards from your personal wallet right now, please. Let's understand. Now there's a couple of problems with me. Number one, in the 6th grade, they said I was retarded. I write 2 different things simultaneously and have a third conversation. It's impossible. But the reality is I have an IQ of 203 with total recall. And they said I was retarded. And I end up rhyming all the time. Sorry, but that's just what it happens to do. Now, get out your personal credit cards. I'd like you to put a sticky in the back of the card. I want to dummy proof it for you. On that sticky, I want you to write down the limit of the card. Maintain 25% always, never pass 29%. That literally would give you 75,000 of safety. Here's your problem. You keep doing this crap. Stop the crap. I don't get it. I don't understand, and don't take it personally. I don't understand stupid. See, you jacked up the card, you dropped the score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more, and you can't write out diddly squat. Why the hell would you do that to your family? You never had to. Now, TRW stood for the report's wrong. I was the one who trained their security chief, TRW, Ken Yarborough. It used to stand for Thomas Raymond Warridge. They were bought out in 96 and became Asperian. Oh, goody. You know what I designed back then? All right, this. You see, anytime you go past 29%, you drop the score, hell, you get stuck, you can't get any more. That's called stupid. And you're not stupid. Unfortunately, no one taught you the rules and tools. All cards but 2 use this rule. And you're the one screwing up your credit score. So if you want to play, you listen today and you turn these suckers up. We get to play and we get to understand how to play the game and win. And from there, the NACB certified me as the smartest and the most knowledgeable person worldwide personal business credit. Maybe that's why they call me the Godfather Credit too. We get to play, and in front of you, chapter 18. I know you watch Google, YouTube, and tickety talk. You need an LLC. Stop the crap. It doesn't matter what type of corporation you get in the beginning. What matters is how you receive money. Here it is, chapter 18. I hear a corporation's a legal person. I'm 7.5 years old. I'm at the Hope family house, rich and famous people, going blah, blah, blah. Did you know a corporation may sue or be sued? Now, the reality, what happened to me, They told me I was weird. Probably true. I'm 7.5 years old. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Next door is a library. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. She came back. Here's a microfiche. Here's a book. She was a be I want to kick her in the shins, but it had to be nice. Your problem is you. No one gave you a blueprint, and you bring the pain home, which sucks. And the reality is I need you to teach you how to play and listen today and write a list for that too. Pay attention. So what did I do? I went back to the library for 2 years. See, the blueprint wasn't there. Here's a microfiche. Here's a book. So I created a blueprint that everybody could use. And I got to millionaire at 14. I got to double billion at 26 with corporate structure. So you might just want to turn these suckers up today. I'm 9.5 years old. I sent away my money order, Secretary of State of California. I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. See, back in the 70s and 80s, you got credit cards in the mail without applying for credit. And from there, I founded Helping Hand Industries. That was fun. And I got named in the movie Dave too. And then at 12.5, I got cited in a lawsuit because I used the word Braille. I didn't realize it was trade name, trademark, and copyright too. Scared the crap out of me. But I created something called division process. Write it down. Never bring the pain home ever again. You get to learn to play. Again, that's up to you. Now, when I was a little boy, they kept saying, don't put your eggs in one basket. I asked the grown-ups, what does it mean? All I got is, but they couldn't answer the question. If you have a corporation today, when they sue the corp, they sue you, you're a duck and a sheep. That's just the way it works. And if you're listening to TikTok, you need an LLC. Stop the crap. Come January, the CTX is going to kick your ass, Eds, from the Treasury Department. It doesn't matter what type of corporation in the beginning. It matters how you receive money. But again, they're free no matter what. You pay a filing fee. I've been giving corporations for 45 years for free. I even do the OSSAs and the tax ID for free too. Then they all said one thing as a little boy. They said, put your ducks in a row. I asked what that meant. I couldn't get an answer to that too. I designed a corp in 3 divisions back then. See, your banks file bankruptcy in front of you. You don't know how to play. Shame on you. You still learn how to play. Never bring that pain home again. So understand, warning about me. I'm honest and I'm blunt. I'm going to tell it like it is. If you follow stupid, you did stupid. That doesn't mean you're stupid. That just means you did stupid. I like building millionaires. You want to be next? Let me know. The reality is I am the godfather of credit, Ray Reynolds. I will tell you what to do, and I will treat you like you're 2 years old. I don't want you to think. I just want you to do. From there, understand something. Never bring the pain home ever again, as long as you play with me. And I've been helping generation after generation for 45 years. The truth, you can play. But again, I got a foolproof program. You can't screw up unless you don't follow through. So understand, I got rich and famous clients too, like Arnold, Dr. Lucky, Fiji Islands. Oh, we got Steve. All right, he's God's, Gold's Gym Superman from there. Oh, college professor. Oh, we got people coming out of homeless. Glenn lived in his car for 3.5 years. That sucks. But the reality is I did a 360 on him. From there, Giovanni got $1.6 million. Oh, little Karen in Long Beach, California, $1.2 million in 9 months. Then I got to help people coming out of prison too. Freeway Ricky, Dickie Ross. The reality is got him gold and platinum cards. Up and away. And then Thomas. This guy was in prison for 26 years. Within 8 months, built him credit and a brand new dump trucks. See, your problem is you didn't learn how to play the game. Franklin D. Roosevelt, literally in 34, did the Gold Act and confiscated it, called it Fort Knox. You and me, we probably got our SS5 for SSN, we're 14 to 16. Nixon took the gold standard out. What does that mean? Ever since 1971, August, every woman at the hospital is handed an SS5 form. That's created the SSN for the baby. They got to bond us each for $35 million apiece. So you got to learn to play the game, and your biggest mistake, you don't know how to play. SS5 form equals SSN and Social Security number. That's for the 1040. You get one. We the people. So the SSN is tax, probate when we're dead. If we die, they reach in the grave, you take that too. And then the time of death is for the state and federal government. Now let's compare the SS5 to SS4. where you didn't pay attention. And we're going to get you to pay attention today. So let's understand line 1, right in front of you says legal name of entity or individual person. Do you see that? Your name could be on line 1. This means the SS5 equals SSN 1040. The SS4 equals 1120, known as a tax ID. You didn't give yourself a second chance to play. And then you brought the pain home too. That kind of sucks. If you're a tax protester and you don't file tax returns, go to prison like Wesley Snipes did, listen to his stupid attorneys and CPAs, and he went to prison for 3 years. So the reality is you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. If you are, just go away, please. You see, if you play the game, you get to play to win. If you wrote down irs.gov today and wrote down 1244, you could find out literally that you can take an SS5, SSN, SS4, and file one tax return called a single filing and almost not pay tax ever again. You see, the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. All right, you brought the pain home and it's not accepted by me. But again, I want you to understand why you need corporate cash credit and supply credit. It's all the damn write-off. Can you imagine? Whatever you did, your past, present, and future, you're not as pretty as you used to be. The reality is you kind of screwed up, most of you. Half of you are lazy. The other half have to be a little crazy and have some fun like me. So corporate credit, it's a write-off. It's free money. We can basically maintain the little payment and finance the American dream. That's what most people do that come to this country. And then you don't have to hurt your family. The division process I invented in 85, 86 allows a corp in 3 divisions to be $1 million corporation credit. You can basically build a lifetime, a legacy in your family. You don't have to bring the pain home again. But that's up to you. I call it free money. So this means if we took $50,000 off of a corporate credit card, we can invest it in different things to create residual income. Can you write that down? Your problem is you didn't build a residual income, all right, to pay all your bills. And you keep having that same damn rerun. I was 17 and a half when I had 19 houses. I couldn't get number 20. They said my loan to value problem. And then they said no. No doesn't mean no, it just means I don't know how. I transferred the properties into divisions, freed up my loan to value problem. And that's what I did for me. So I'd like you to think about the average person wastes 140 a week. They kind of piss it away. Why don't you take $50,000 of credit off of a corporate credit card, my way, and turn it into cash flow free up your time? I wrote that in my book 45 years ago. You got choices: property, franchise, storage units. I want you to learn that you can buy your own income, which means flat out you can spend $100 a week. And as you do that correctly, you can become a corporate millionaire. You see, at $100 a week, we just started a program literally to analyze your ad history and all the things you do, and we give you your assignment you need to follow through. And if you did this for 90 days, you're going to have between $10,000 to $15,000 of cash credit to get into more, up, and away. No more excuses for you, by the way. See, when I was basically, 21, I got tired of fixing up properties, dealing with mechanics, liens, and contractors and liars and subcontractors and all the crap and the escrow crap. It's a pain in the ass. By the time I was 21, I figured out one thing. If I can't sell it and become the bank, I'm going to maintain the property. I want you to learn how to become the bank. I dissected an apartment complex. I split deeded each unit. I basically became the bank for 30 years. All right, note down assignment, a mortgage, please. You should learn how to play the game and learn to win. Your problem is you. Nice lady. I promised her husband and her I'd keep an eye on her after he passed away. God rest her soul, is in a better place. She wanted to sell her house, give the money to her son, go live with her daughter. I said, no. Your husband made me promise to keep an eye on you. We did a reverse mortgage, turned that into $3 million. Write down reference 3 times 5. Reference 3 times 5. Her corporation purchased a franchise as a division. She got an apartment complex. Management companies manage everything she has, but now she has $100,000 a month coming in, positive cash flow, $100,000. If you ever want to learn to do real estate for millions and billions, you might want a copy of my real estate system. Financial series become the banks out of Nevada. From there, buckets of money as well. From there, that's $299. Used to sell for $10,000. In a coma, my wife gave it to the church to give it to you at a discounted price. We're going to give a lot of that money back to the church. Take a picture right now. Click Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@rayscredit.com. Always put RW when you Zelle and what you Zelle for and your address and phone number too. The reality is simple. Let's think of the United States of America Incorporated. They took 50 corps to be called states. States become cities. Then they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. So in front of you, what you got to see is they bankrupt 11 cities because they planned the problem. You could have did the same thing and not brought the pain home as long as you have no intent to do fraud. It's called we the people. Corporation's a legal person. You have to learn to play and stop bringing the pain home. I need you to write down the vision of me. So let's understand, there's that line 1. Once again, you didn't master this, and I want you to learn how to master this too. From there, legal name of entity or individual person. This means flat out that your name, corp, division, or subsidiary can go on line 1. I can build you a corporate umbrella of $1 million. Very simple, if you allow me to. Next, what we're going to do is write down division of me and look at a Lamborghini that costs $6,800 a month. Now, if I can't pay it, they're going to take it away, and I'm going to have shitty credit. Then they're going to report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now I have an IRS problem, so I have double shitty credit. If I buy it through the corporation and they sue the corp, they still sue me. I'm a duck and a sheep. Now, what did I do? I created a division process. I bought the Lamborghini through a division. Now, remember, I showed you SSN versus SS4. Remember that? I guaranteed SS4. So that way I have a situation, if I have a problem, I can make sure I protect the corp and my family. I have no intent to do fraud. So what do I get to do? Maybe you'll write down what I created for me called the 3-step. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I take that bad piece, put it over here while I maintain the corp and all my other pieces, protecting the corp and my family. If I can't save it, I have no intent to do fraud. Within 6 months, I'm going to do what the Federal Trade Commission allows me to do. And the Federal Trade Commission, what I'm going to do under the Federal Trade, all right, all the things we get to do. So in other words, I get to bankrupt this damn piece, all right, and throw that away and protect the corp and my pieces because I have the Federal Protection Act too. Your grocery stores, your cities and banks do this in front of you. From there, you can actually lease the building with division process and each piece of property. You don't know who's going to fall and sue you and screw you up too. Now, the thing you see on Tickety Talk and LLC and blah, 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 it's all crap. Because an LLC come January, the CTX is going to kick your assets anyway. All corps are free. You pay a little filing fee. I've been giving away for 45 years. I even do the officers list and the tax ID for free for everybody too. Free. So again, you pay your filing fee. Here's the thing you got to think about. How you receive money. Do this, please. SSN, I have to pay tax, I get the leftover. SS4, no taxes due until after I pay all my bills and the taxes due on the leftover. It's not the type of corporation that can kick your assets in the beginning. It's how you receive the money. Now let's understand. Under the Fair Lending Act, one card can be up to 99 more. Would you like 100 million? Let me know. It's very simple. This is a game, and I basically created a game for me, and you can play the game too to protect you and your family as well. So the corporate umbrella, no problem, as we play. So let's understand, I'd like you in the future to fire yourself. Our goal is to rebuild you here, be the CFO of corporate divisions, and then do 3 divisions of you and 5 closet divisions too. That way you can make sure you don't bring the pain to the corporate or your family. In the future, I'd like you to fire yourself right away. Is that okay with you? Now look at your corporation today, please. I'd like, if you have one, look at the Secretary of State's website. I would like to see you see the fact of truth. Your name is on the corp. You're the incorporator, you're the officer, same information. You probably use your home address, which is called silly and dumb, 87% of people do. You add yourself to the national mailing list and the junk mail and the robocall list too. So if we look at what I designed for the grown-ups when I was a little boy, I said a corporation, they said one thing. They said put your ducks in a row. I asked what that meant. They couldn't answer the question too. So let's understand something today. If they sue your corporation, they sue you, that sucks. You need a line of defense. That's what division process is for. As we play, let's look at a $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall, the $1 million Lamborghini, the $5 million mansion, and $1 million race boat that all have my name on it. Why didn't you obtain these? I obtained them. If I can do it, you can do it too. Your problem is turn these up today because you basically didn't know how to play. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I like to make millionaires. Would you like to be next? Let me know. So if you let me add you to my credit system, I can show you how I got that $5 million mansion too. Again, what's your goal today? From there, you take the calendar, you dissect it in how many working days are left. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. So this Friday, if you're going to any classes on Saturday, they will be this Friday instead of Saturday. Am I going to be at the church? My son's being baptized. Today's his birthday. So the reality is I give him my whole day. So let's understand I have 941 goals. I want to glorify God and show and help billions of people. Is that okay if I help you? So let's write down credit, loan, and money. See, you had some money and you wasted it. You spent it since nothing's left. If we take 100,000 even off of a card with a checkbook and put it back into the bank, leverage it and reference 3 times 5, they'll give you up to 101.15 million. Your corporation buys an entity. This division buys a franchise. This division buys an apartment complex. You pay management companies to manage this, and you create a line of defense. See, your problem is you didn't get yourself financial freedom. You should have residual income from $1,000 to $100,000 a month. Now, if you want $100,000 of credit, I can add you to my history on my dashboard and get to the point I can give you a card off my card, ask for separate billing. If you want $1 million of credit with 45,000 of bonuses and in a program that can work with you too, you call the 800 number 800-254-9506. If you want a year and a half of coaching with me, pushing up to 5 million, up to $100,000 a month, you call the office as well. See, here's our problem. I believe you have the same rerun all the time. Why don't you look in the mirror today and put yourself in check? Ask yourself what you did yesterday to get towards the $1 million dream. Did you get the repo list this week for cars, boats, houses, apartment complex, duplex? How about probate list, divorce list, bankruptcy list? How about we sell, supply, and vend your credit? How about your corporation gets $1 million of cash credit in each division and you get checkbook money and you work your tail off? By the time you turn around, you probably have about a $10 million company. Biggest problem still is you. Please don't think, just do. Making you a money-making machine is the ultimate goal. So let's think 100,000 to $1 million, supply and vend your credit. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. It's called OPM. I'm the original OPM, and as I set up a system for Dun & Bradstreet too, we could play and sell products on Amazon and eBay right away. So if you're not a client, take a picture. Let's go click. One call, live with me, 90 days, level 1, 2, and specialty classes. Based on your investment, how much credit will give you back as a bonus? That's the ultimate goal. Now, again, take a picture of Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com, always RW, put your name, what you're Zelle for, and maybe your phone number too. The ultimate goal. As we play the game, you can always call the office and get assigned to a specialist at 800-254-9506 so they can hold your hand as well. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? See, I didn't like being used and abused as a kid, eating out of a trash can. It broke my heart and pissed me off too. All right, I like goodies and goodies and goodies. And if you ever notice on cars and Lamborghinis and mansions and race boats, all right, and yachts, I always put my name on them. I want to know it's the truth because I watch so many people full of you know what. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? But again, it's up to you. Me, I basically accomplished my goals, every goal I ever had. 1,014.5, double billion 26. There's me. Oh my goodness, white man can't jump. Every time I hear some idiots say that, since I hold the record for the highest and fastest kick on the planet since 1981, white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. I kicked out the lights that night. From there, no matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goal too. There's my first car. Oh, I got to say this. My son corrected me the other day. My first car was a race car. My next car for the street was a Lamborghini Quintos. So I guess it was kind of like my second car. We get to play. Oh, I hear no, no. Someone says no, I say thank you. And I walk away. I figure they don't know how. You accept the word no. You ought to be thinking in your mind that that person doesn't know how to play. So let's understand 1,000 steps to a millionaire. Now, I'd like you to learn to leave a legacy for your family. In other words, write down irrevocable trust. Write it down now, now, now. Write down UCC1. And let's understand your house has a deed of trust. Your car has a pink slip. The assets in your house or your office should be on a UCC1, filed at county recorder's office. Turn it into a chattel mortgage. You can borrow against your own goodies and tie it to a irrevocable trust. See, when you're dead, don't you want to know where your goodies go? Well, that's up to you. You see, the bottom line is the Kennedys, the Hiltons, the Firestones, the Gettys, the Fords, they left a legacy. I think this is the problem with all the broken families. They didn't leave legacies and teach their children's children's to take over what they created. Instead, when they're dead, they get a little piece and they become a memory. So I live by 3 things. Plan the problem, plan to live, plan to die. You see, the ultimate goal, I need you to draw that diagram in front of you. Can you imagine? Bank of America has bankrupt locations called branch numbers. Chase Bank, US Bank, Wells Fargo. I want you to have division process that I invented 85, 86. You got Sam's Club that did this. You have Geico. You did cities. Your problem is you. You have to learn to stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. When I stood there at 3 years old on the pier, Redondo Beach, looking at topaz rocks, which we call Torrance rocks, or Rat Beach, literally Marina Del Rey too, I knew I was as smart as they were, even though I was eating out of a trash can at 3. And Mrs. Hope, when she rolled down that window every time she dropped me off, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She was a real piece of crap, but that's just what she was. What can I say? So let's play. Do you know I started my blueprint when I was 9.5 years old at the library next to the Torrance Police Department? I call it see it, believe it, go get it. See, I don't have excuses like you, and I don't bring the pain home like you too. So let's play. I think you're treading water and playing it safe. Why don't you make a list of 5 things you have to have? They're must-haves. Number 1, you need a 750, a real one. Not with care, credit, and basically what? You know, for first premier crap. See, you need a corporate divisions. $1 million of cash credit. Checkbook money, supply and vendor money too. These are things you need. I hope you wrote it down today. Remember, you can't record or take pictures. Corporation, I want it to manage division so you can stop bringing the pain home. I want you to put your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you to millionaire status and repackage you every step of the way under the corporate umbrella. That's what I like to do. So I got my radio and TV show coming up next year. There's the ultimate goal. I promised my wife I wouldn't be doing 6 days a week anymore. From here, I like helping rich and famous people. That's kind of fun too. But what did you do for you? I'll bet you sit down at the kitchen table with your friends and family. You said, honey, we're going to start a business. And then someone, hopefully with a half a brain, said, what if something goes wrong, honey? You see, you jacked it up. You dropped the score. You got stuck. Hell, you can't get any more. You can't run a diddly squat. Then you hawked your house. I call that stupid. You're not stupid. Half of you're lazy. The other half better go get it. The reality is you did something stupid. Own it. Let's learn to play. Once you write down today's date, project 90 working days. You're going to fall down 1,000 times. You're only going to win 10. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Page 6 says cash flow free up your time. I created that in the first place, by the way. So here I am in 2009 in a coma, July 5th. Kind of sucks. My wife wanted to take out the yachts, one of them in the backyard. No problem. What'd she do? She went to the office and found Ron stealing my inventory. Tom sold my websites and my phone numbers. Never called the phone number on the CD. It goes to a porn site to this day. He was a real turd too. You see, the people around you, they're the ones that are going to stab you in the back, most of them too. You got a couple good ones. Hopefully that's a defensive circle too. So understand, if you don't have the Millionaire's Founders Kit, you might want to Zelle over $99 today, and we'll ship it to you right away. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. Ultimate Go, there's that Zelle, now. You can always call the office as well. Ultimate Go, when you start a business and run the business, you don't know that people around you are going to knock you off the cliff, they're going to catch you, or you're just going to die. You better hold your breath too. Me, when you don't get a family and a mommy and daddy like most of you, you have a choice: feel sorry for yourself or get the hell out of hell. Me, at 2.5 years old, I started getting up at 2:25 because at 2:30 the abuser would get me. I've been getting up at 2:25 ever since. I can't sleep past that. I go to my knees and I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror and I put myself in check. I've been basically putting myself check for 2.5 years old. You listen to your friends and family, they never made it, they cloud your direction. So I want you to play today and pay attention and turn these up right away. Would you do that for me, please? July 4, 2009, we got 3 yachts in the backyard. We're millions and billions. I'm helping people 6 days a week. Wife wants to take one of the yachts with a group of people. No problem, honey. There I am, dead the next day. I get to hear what's going on in the room. When I'm there, I'm dead. You know what? The tax attorney tricks her to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I'm a donor. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said go back. So I want you to understand something about me. I want to give you the story, how I got to million to billion under the corporate structure. I had to move 24 times. I'm 11.5 years old. No matter if I was going to school in Watts, Torrance, Hawthorne, and Long Beach too. You see, there's always a bully. You had to learn to kick it and run and rather die than run. I've been shot twice, 96 times. I got no excuses, neither do you. So understand today, we're going to play. I believe I'm God's true example for you. I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. Other book called Bite Your Tongue and Live Longer. More people have to learn to bite their tongue and live longer, especially daughters and mamas and husbands too. We get to play Fighting the Monster Within. Oh, bullshit doesn't pay the bills. Sorry, it's just the truth. All that BS out there, blah, blah, blah. The ultimate goal is very simple to play and fighting the pain within. So let's get you past go because I think you're stuck. I think you're stuck. Let me show you the Lamborghini part of them and then the Duffys and the mansions. How about white men do jump and stupid people say we don't? How about more Lamborghinis? How about race boats in the backyard? Helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris too. I call it Ray's Rules. Would you like to do a couple goodies too? Let me know. See, I started my blueprint when I was 9.5 years old. I call it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. The ultimate go. Now, credit repair, I can't believe stupid people. I mean, you have to be stupid to pay them $100 a month to think you have a magic wand. If you got shitty credit, you screwed up, you just have to basically rebuild you. You can't repair something that's not broken. It's BS. You just go to the Federal Trade Commission. They'll say credit repairs are fraud. They can't collect money up front. What are you supposed to do? You Google Section 611. And then if you have an open collection account, you negotiate the debt. You don't rip off your creditor. That's BS. You don't be a crook. So if you negotiate open collection account, all cards at 29% rule, but 2 in a rapid rescore that I invented 39 years ago with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarwell too, you have a 750 score and now you can win the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. I don't think people are stupid. I think half the world's lazy. The other half of it a little crazy and go roll the dice too. First 25 steps today. First of all, we have Intuit Credit Karma. They bought it December 3rd, 2020. Still no phone number to help you. I'd like to analyze your credit right away. I'd like to tell you exactly what you need to do to get a 750 score. I'll do most of the work for you, but again, I need you to do your part. Now, I'm going to call your case number, usually on a Saturday. This week it'll be on Friday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time in rotation. Here's a form you didn't pay attention to called an SS5. It says name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above. So the SS5 form equals SSN in 1040. Nothing to do with credit. From there, you have a Social Security card in your personal wallet today. It'll say do not laminate, don't carry with you, don't use for ID purposes, and it says property of Social Administration, not you. You got this for one reason, to create your 1040 tax return. When you got your first job a long time ago, You thought they were ripping you off. Where's my money? They pointed out the IRS gets your cut, you get the leftover. See, we are ducks and sheep. We have to learn how to play. So I want you to go to irs.gov today and get a 1244 and find out you filed one tax return so you never almost pay no tax ever again. Play by the rules, don't be a crook. I like your personal life to be a break even. I need you to balance your debt and knock off the garbage you do to yourself and your family. Learn the rules and tools. From there, the T or W stood for the report's wrong. Thomas Raymond Warbridge. I trained their, Ken Yarbrough, security chief. It became a Experian in '96. I designed a system about this years ago, and now all the dashboards follow along. If you balance your debt, you're okay. If you do this crap, you bring the pain on being silly and dumb. It's simple. All cards use the 29% rule, but 2 is good, fair, or no. Again, even this NACB certified me as the #1 console worldwide. We get to play. Do this for me, please. SSN, that means we pay tax and we get the leftover. That sucks. SS4, no taxes due until we pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. It's not the matter what type of corporation you do. And you sure in the hell don't want an LLC, knowing that January 1st is coming around with the CTA Act. They're going to kick your assets too, unless you have division process. Balance the debt. Now, I'd like to rebuild you under the SSN. Is that okay? So that way you be a CFO for the corp and the divisions. At the same time, get an SS4. So you choose wisely from now on, put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. Be a double CFO. Is that okay if I rebuild your life my way? Your way hasn't worked so far, has it? So we get to play that SS5 right in front of you. Why don't we compare it to SS4? Is that okay? Line 1 says legal name of entity or individual person. So the bank, the grocer, the cities use this way to bankrupt branch numbers as well. You could learn to play and put your name on line 1. You can dissect the form and find out it says banking and credit purposes right in front of you. You never had to be a duck and a sheep. You chose to follow stupid to do stupid, and you're not stupid. Now, the corporation you have should only do 4 things. That means one thing: buffer tax, no taxes due to your profitable. Corporate credits are write-off. Car at fleet price, free buffet. That's all the corporation should ever do. From there, the division is your line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. All right, multiple credit reports. In real estate, we get to separate liability. See, a division is your line of defense under the corporate umbrella. They allow me to build you and build you up to $1 million of cash credit. The ultimate goal. Divisions, you're not liable. You're not a duck or a sheep. But again, I'll guarantee you exactly what I say I can do. And I'm going to tell you what to do, and you're going to follow through. If you don't, that's on you. Simple. Don't violate, don't jack up cards. If you do, you crash your wrapper rescore. I charge you a fee or I close your case. Past cannot chase future. Come on. Negotiate, you got an open collection account. IRS, they have a form called 656, 433A and B too. The goal is to play the game and to win. Now let's understand today, that 750 is waiting for you. All I have to do for you is analyze you. Add a wrapper rescore. I'll show you how I got this person 96 points in 3 days, creating green lights as well. 750, guaranteed to everybody if they do exactly what they're told to do and follow through and be part of the program as well. Nice lady. Her grandfather left her half a Fashion Island. She's a billionaire. Ray, what's wrong with my score? It's a 651. I go, why are you using half your cards? Well, my attorney, CPA, my banker told me to. I said, you're listening dumb, dumb, and dumber. You have to balance your debt. A wrapper rescore got her an 801. Next client, they were tricked to file a bankruptcy. See, I don't think you should ever file bankruptcy if they garnish your wages or going to take your house to court. There's other ways to play the game and win. I got him a first starter card for $500, unsecured. This couple, they have 11 collection accounts. Here's 3,000. Learn to balance your debt. From there, what do we get to do? Simple, wrapper rescore. You go to class usually on Saturday. This week will be on Friday. 750 score. And what do you get to do? I charge you $9.99. From there, I get you a card for $1,000 to reimburse you. Don't worry, nobody does this on the planet besides me. From there, I discount it to $4.99. ultimate goal. And then I give you a $500 card back to you. That's the ultimate goal. And all you have to do is Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com, or WNewsZelle, and put your name and phone number there too. If not, you can call the office right away, 800-254-9506. Now, here's another problem you got. You're on the national mailing list and the robocall list. See, I'm a voter, probably you too. They sell that list 412 times a year. Cable bill. Understand, corporation too. I need you to opt out for 5 years. If you don't want any more robocalls and junk mail, call 888-567-8688. The number's right in front of you too. Ultimate goal, step 4. Number 5 means you need to plan the problem. Hey, it's not my fault you let your friend or family member rip you off. You spent thousands on crap, didn't work. That's up to you. Remember safety, credit, and that's sticky, and the rules and tools. Create your line of defense. That's your ultimate goal. Stop bringing the pain home. As I designed the system, 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That discipline is exactly what you need. Unfortunately, you didn't learn to play because no one told you the rules and tools how to play. And then you turn around and say, I got to jack up a card, Ray. I got an emergency. I said, knock off the crap. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. You doing this to your credit, it's called stupid. Then you can say, Ray, you don't jack them up ever again. Why? You have 2 cards in the United States of America. You can max out $1 million friggin' dollars. And they don't fluctuate your score no matter what. It took me 7 years to push up for paid over time limit and add a division to all the corporate applications too. These cards allow you up to $1 million and your score never go up and down ever again. That's the card you use for emergency. There's your discipline you've been lacking all along. You lose your job, have an emergency, what do? You run out of time, you run out of money, then you jack it up. 42 days and you want everybody to feel sorry for you. I don't think anybody cares, to be honest with you. It's up to you. From here, you need 5,000 now. Oh, good, you said you were needed. Then you're going to ask the bank, the grocery store, and then the candlestick maker too. Ask your friends, family, and the bank, they're going to say no. This 5,000 card in my hand, if I max it out, it's $50 a month. The average person wastes $50 every other day. From there, they say you waste $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card, the payment is $612.26. That means during a pandemic, I can buy 2 pizza restaurants with a damn drive-through using some common sense. Very simple to do. White men do jump. Only stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. From now on, the only thing you get to do, if anything screws up, it's a division, not the corporate, not your family. Write down Ray's rules. This, 29% utilization. That's 71,000 of safety. The only thing you should ever allow to get screwed up is a division with no intent to do fraud. You protect your corp, you protect your family. If you don't do it right, you're going to screw up, and that's your own damn fault. Have your cake and eat it too. Ray's rule, step number 7, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Don't you get it yet? Your problem is your lack of knowledge. We get to play the game, we get to win. There I am in a coma. I wish I could have set up and said, boo. Once you Google the address, find out I'm telling you the truth. My first coma, 5.5, crippled for life. Jesus said, get up, I got up. Last coma, get to die and come back and help you. The devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down, but God's delays aren't God's denials. So I like to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty, if you allow me to. I've been helping generation after generation for 45 years. Corporations, illegal what? Person that may sue or be sued. The lack of knowledge is what makes people do stupid things. Your goal is simple. Divisions never bring the pain home. If you don't have divisions, you're a duck and a sheep, sorry to say. That's called the line of defense for you. Let me build your corporate umbrella. That means I'll get you the tax ID. I'll set up the cash reports with Spear and change your Equifax. I'll get you cash credit. I'll line you up for checkbook money as well. Again, it's up to you to follow through. Now, 9 divisions is up to 1 million. From there, 41 is up to 5 million. It's in my book called Buckets of Money. Look at your corp today, please. Find your corporation on the Secretary of State's website. Find your name, find the office list, find the address. Did you use your home address like 87% of people do? If you did, change that, because that was kind of stupid. You need to use a mailbox, etc. Nobody should have your home address, period. Now you're on the national mailing list and the robocall list. So when they basically, as a kid, they told me, put your ducks in a row. I asked what that meant. They couldn't answer the question, so I designed it for them. Maybe let me do it for you too. When they sue that corp, they sue you. That just kind of sucks. You might want to think about your line of defense from now on. This is pathetic. This man needs to get real. He needs to get his butt to the church, get some food, go drive an Uber or Lyft, get a corporation, and rebuild his life. Nobody cares. They look at him like, hey, you can get a job, you're healthy enough. See, I don't feel sorry for him. I'm sorry. I came out of a coma and they stole my life. It sucks. I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 times. I don't basically do what this is called stupid. Corporations build itself. I built $1 million in 6 weeks. I don't play stupid games. Reality should never bring the pain home. I designed this system for one reason. For me to get to billionaire. One card up to 100,000 to $1 million times 10. There's your $1 million. It's a write-off. You basically build a business. From there, we get checkbook money per division. There's 2.5 million, and I created daisy chain credit 113 different ways. So if I build your divisions for you in an umbrella, I add 2,000 of history. But I charge $4.99 per division, 3 for $14.97. If you want those, you can Zell, or call the office right away and say, I just watched Ray's webinar too. Simple. You see, I like goodies. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I thought it sucked. The reality is I like goodies. You like goodies yet? The Harleys and driving with Neil Diamond a couple of times at the Love Ride. I like goodies. I think you should have $1 million of credit cards, $5 million of checkbook money. But I think that should be your goal. I want to make you a money-making machine. 100,000 to $1 million OPM money. Donor Bradstreet system I designed years ago too. Ultimate goal, sell products on Amazon and eBay. But again, if I rebuild you, the next thing I want to do is get the green card, unlimited, you see on TV all the time. And then the other 2 times 9, B of A times 9, Wells Fargo times 9, Inc card times 9, gold times 9. Our goal is each entity up to $5 million of credit, not the other 5 cards yet, but we want to get checkbook money. Your banks will give you up to 150 as long as you have a 2-year corp. If you started this year, wait till January. Very simple. As you play the game. These are my 5 favorite ones, what I call checkbook money. That's per entity, by the way, up to 5.4 million. We get to play and build that residual income you forgot to do in the first place too. You get to play. The bottom line is corporation from last year to this year, I believe we're sold out, but if you want to call the office, they're $9.99 each. During the webinar, I usually discount half price. But ask Santos, the floor manager, if we have any left. Simple. I love specialty classes. I have one this Friday. It's 8:30 in the morning. It's divisions, subdivisions. If you want specialty classes, it's $9.99 for 90 days, or it's $4.99 per class. Ultimate goal. See, your problem is you don't understand borrow money is not taxable. Use this to buy your lifetime income. All right, you're using this to build residual income, which you never did. That's how you have your cake and eat it too. And use Ray's rules, and you don't bring the pain home ever again. If I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do? You'd probably put it in your personal account. You get to keep $375. I'd call that stupid. I would reference it 3 times 5, turn it to 15 million, pay all the bills first, pay tax on the leftover. That's what I would do. That's what I've done all my life. But you have to learn to play. Now, the United States of America Incorporated, they took and filed bankruptcy in 11 cities. 50 corps become states, states become corps called cities, and then they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. See, you could have played the same game, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Your problem is you didn't learn to play. Step number 9 today. Google bankruptcy, please. Who's the duck the next time things screw up in your life? SSN or SS4. Make a decision. It's up to you. If you let me add you to my credit system, I can show you I got that mansion as well. I can build you up to $1 million of cash credit. As long as you go to class, they'll follow you out and follow through. Now, I've been giving corporations for free for 45 years. Not only free, I usually do the tax ID and also it's for free too. You pay a filing fee. All right, why would anybody spend thousands for a damn piece of paper? That's free. I don't understand, stupid. Starter package, let's rebuild you rapid rescore. If you got articles, I'll build the one you got or I'll hand you free ones. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday. This week it's Wednesday and Friday. I'm going to charge you $9.99. Why? Because that's what the average person wastes in a given month. I'm going to build you 5,000 of cash credit back to you. 5 times your money, your investment. Analyze you. Add history, start popping credit right away. That's the ultimate goal. See, if you want that opportunity now, use Zelle. You call the office at 800-254-9506. Ask for a specialist too. Beat your doubt, run your race. Now get out of my way as I rebuild you, please. Getting past go, I think you're stuck. The mansions in the harbor, God's gift. Race boats and yachts, to say the Ray Reynolds University.com. I like helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. You might want to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or a mailing address. That's what I would tell you to do for more privacy. But again, today I'd like you to look at your car. The one you allowed them to sweat you for 3 to 5 hours. Up to 9 inquiries and lost up to 20 to 30,000. That's not how you buy a car. That's called silly and dumb. A car should be fleet price, tax ID division, ultimate goal. So today, if you buy a house, don't put 2 people on the loan. That makes no sense. Lose a house and car, don't worry. Credit reports it. Now you have shitty credit. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you have an IRS problem, and then you have double shitty credit. See, your problem is you didn't plan the problem. And you let the world kick your assets. Plan the problem from now on. Understand every property you get should be a division. Your paycheck should offset by your house payment. Amazon didn't pay tax on the 10 billion, now the double trillion. Why the heck would they pay tax when they don't have to? There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter within 24 hours and screwed it up in a week. I think he's totally D and totally dumb. But the reality is very simple. He's got a spaceship. So does the other 2 guys. They have spaceships too. You could join the club and win the battle too. Step 15, starting today. Run your life through a corporation in conjunction, please. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Gee, your paycheck is taxable income, is it not? The leftover is what you use to pay the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. Why don't you yell no? Start driving a company car too, like I do. Write it all off because you're allowed to. Step 17. Why don't you go to irs.gov today and get a hold of an SS4? Find out I'm telling you the truth. It says banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck or a sheep since day one. You just decided to follow stupid and do stupid, not me. Now, she had to basically do one thing this morning because she had a baby. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out in 71, every woman signs that SS5 for the SSN. The baby go home and take a nap while the government bonds them up to $35 million apiece. See, everything to me is rules and tools. Very simple. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. You see, if you have a house today not in a trust and they sue you, they just take it away. When you're dead, they stick it in probate. Your family got diddly squat. When you fix up a property, hire the contractor that hires the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers, when they slip, fall, and cut corners, they sue you, take everything you got too. My way, they get diddly squat. I like my way better than yours. What do you think? Why don't you look up irrevocable trust today, step 19. 6 more to go. Stop bringing the pain home. Now, if you're a tax protester, you don't file tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. His CPAs and attorneys were just plain stupid. He paid the price and $5 million fine too. So do yourself a favor. The IRS has a form called 656-433 A and B. Get your butt back in the system where it belongs. You can't play peekaboo, the IRS making a mess. That's step 20 for you. You can learn to be an OPM, save up to 70%. You close escrow on $200,000, you leverage it to $15 million. Borrow money's not taxable. You create a line of defense. That's step 21, called blackjack. Looks like you get to win. Now, what's the ultimate goal for you? My office, 2009, One Technology Drive, 22,000 square foot building, Irvine Spectrum, 3 locations in other states too, up to 1 million a day. What am I supposed to do when I came out of a coma and they stole my life? Go home and go boohoo like you? Hell no. What did I do? I took out my blueprints. See it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions, my 3 divisions of me, and I built another $1 million of credit. Why the hell would I stay down? Why do you stay down? Your problem is you don't know how to play. All right, knock it off and let's follow me. Let's get you where you want to go. 1,000 steps to millionaire. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Where you been? Friday, it's going to be all the workshops. Saturday, I'll be at the church. My son's being baptized. Today, he turned 10. The ultimate goal, credit, loan, and money. We're going to learn how to get financial freedom. The ultimate goal, residual income up to 50 to 100,000 a month. Not a client, click, take a picture. It'll last longer. One call with me, 90 days, level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes. Based on your investment, how much bonus credit you get back to you? There you go, with no excuses. If you want 100,000, I'll add history to you, corporate divisions. It's not trade lines because those are crap and fraud. I'm going to use my history to pop a card for you and ask for separate billing. That way you get 100,000 of credit. Usually I charge 10%, like 10 grand. If you want it today, it's discounted 70% or 60% to $39.99. It's a Zell, or you call the office right away. What happens at corporations? What? Legal person may sue or be sued. Divisions give you the line of defense, so you protect the corp and your family. 9 divisions give you up to $1 million. 41 up to $5 million. I build a corporation umbrella for you, and I charge you $4.99 per division, 3 for $14.97. And if you need those, use Zell, or call the office right away. Simple to do. What are you willing to lose? I didn't get a family as a kid. I got used and abused, and it sucks. So I made a promise I'd never bring the pain. I'm like you. I don't jeopardize my family. Corporation, division process. The way I designed this, divisions are the ducks. We're going to play, and everybody gets checkmate. Is that okay if you learn to play? Step 23 today. We get to play with me, and I get to get you where you want to go. See, reaching the dream, thing to be the impossible. Raise rules. My way. Corporate divisions. I guess I'm not retarded like they said at 3rd or 6th grade. Just because I write with both hands and talk at the same time, and I have this rhyming problem, and I have an IQ of 203 with total recall on most things. I guess they were the stupid ones. What do you think? Your goal is simple today. You could become a certified CFO and learn to play and learn to be a CFO too. But again, joint credit's just in the way. You buy a house, escrow, closed homestead trust, corporation. Why would people pay for these damn things? When they're free, you pay a filing fee. Divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, and a line of defense. Raise rules. I give bonus cash credit for one reason. You can write it all off and get rid of all your excuses. That's step 24, by the way. And if all you want me to do is get you 750, okay, there's 750. We'll analyze you. We'll do a rapid refresh. All right, we'll put you in class. We'll target a 750. You got to do your part, and I'll tell you what that needs to be too. Instead of $9.99 and 1,000 card back to you, we discount during the broadcast to $4.99. Card becomes $500. From there, the corporation's free filing fee, and you pay that. I'll give the office and the tax ID. I want to rebuild your life. You have level 1 in setup every Wednesday and Saturday. This week it's Wednesday and Friday. $9.99 and give you 5,000 credit back to you. It's better than being in Vegas. Analyze, add history, start popping credit right away. Simple to do. But again, that's up to you too. Use Zell, or you call 800-254-9506. See, if I get basically referrals from you, I'll build more credit for you. If you want me to Zell you 10%, I'll do that too. As long as that person that says they're referred says your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. So there's my email too. So let's understand that corporation with divisions. Banks file bankruptcy on branch numbers. So you could actually learn, go through the process, stop bringing the pain home, be a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. You can look behind the curtain. We can stay safe and strong. We can do our best. Jesus does rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, we can accomplish our goal. So you can zell now, or 800-254-9506. Ultimate goal is going to be up to you. All I know is I'm not bringing the pain home. And I'd like to hold your hand for the next 90 days, maybe to a lifetime too. Let's do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And let's never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.